you? How are you, Emma Flemma?
I'm very well. You'd be very proud of me.
Oh, good. I like when I'm proud of you. What did you do?
I shouldn't. I did well. So, where was I now? Cavan on Friday night.
Cavan, yes, lovely.
They were lively. You know, my grand is from
Which
Cavan.
venue in Cavan? Can you remember?
Ram or? Is that how you say it?
Oh, the Rammer. The Rammer, yeah.
I'm always like, how do you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were lively. And you know, my grand is from Cavan.
Yeah, I forgot that.
So I was keeping my mother posted on my Cavan.
Did you have relations coming out of the woodwork?
No, they're all dead. So
handy.
And legged it out of Cavan, let's be fair. Was going to Manchester on Saturday.
Yes.
And I had kind of forgotten because, first of all, I feel like April is just, where's April going? Somebody pulled the reins on April. I think April's going really fast.
Yeah, it is. It's flying along.
And then I was like, oh God, I'm in Manchester this week, right?
I know.
I hadn't, but it was only because it was just Manchester. There wasn't any other days away.
Yeah.
So I think I hadn't been paying attention. So I was like, well, I better book my bits. So I went in, booked the flight.
So funny. I'm exactly the same. I'm doing a lot of last minute booking.
Yeah. And then I saw there was a flight, blah, de blah, and then 00 something after 12 o'clock. And I was like, oh, perfect, booked. And then I looked at it after I'd booked it. And I was like, I was going around the house still light up with myself going, oh, that's great. I'm going to do it all.
You thought you were jetting into Manchester and jetting out on the one night?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us what you did wrong.
I looked at the time of the flight then, and the flight was at 11:10.
Yeah.
Gig finishes at 10:10.
Yeah.
Obviously, boarding is at 10:40.
You're not going to make it.
Hunt and hawed, and I said, I'm going to risk it for a biscuit.
Going to try. Oh, I love this now. See, you've got me adrenaline up now.
Oh,
There's a bit of me in this. Come on. Now, you see, you need the stars to align now.
Yeah.
You need a driver who's in this with you.
Yeah.
Who's going to drive like fucking Ayrton Senna to the airport.
I just threw up a little story. I didn't say anything too crazy. I said, any taxi drivers in Manchester,
Look at Deirdre, all excited.
Yeah. So now somebody I know in Manchester got in touch, and she said to me, she was like, I can get you a lift, but she's like, she said, an alternative. She said, this taxi company, local company, my friend uses, meant to be very good. I was like, okay, let me check out this taxi company first. So I booked with them, and I left the note saying, meet me at the stage door. I said 9:45. I said, I might be a couple of minutes delayed, but I'm coming.
Elvis. She's
coming.
off the stage, straight out the door, into a taxi,
take me to the
airport. Yeah.
I'm going to the airport to get the last flight. So I wanted to let them know, because with an Uber, they might just fuck off. I was like, I am coming.
A nice little tight interval, I'd say. You were cutting minutes off everywhere. Go on.
Right. So, I'm revved about this. I get into Manchester, I go into the Lowry.
I'd say you gave a great performance as well. Because you know when you're wired, you've got another motivation. It gives you energy.
I think it fucking got me going.
Yeah.
So I went into the Lowry, did a bit of shopping, met some women in there who were coming to see me in Howth.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's like...
It's wild, isn't it?
So I was chatting to them. Now, and I said to them in Manchester, there's not much in the Lowry.
The Lowry, that's where I played as well.
Yeah, but you know the shopping centre across the road?
Oh, don't remember, love. I don't know if I got
but
to go into it.
The whole I went in for a bit of a shop.
No, I forget things very easily.
They have a next outlet. That's kind of where you want to be focusing your attention.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
So anyway, did that. So time for the gig now. Went over to the gig. I said, now let me go in, because I usually go into the main door just for the crack. I said, let me go in the stage door just to suss out me surroundings.
My getaway car. Yeah.
So I told them in the Lowry what was happening. And they're like, oh yeah, that is tight. I mean, nobody thought
Keep it tight.
Everyone was saying to me, Deirdre, that is tight.
That is tight. I know, you knew your chances of making this were slim, but you were going to go for it.
We were taking a punt, right?
Yeah, we were taking a punt. No luggage, you've got your boarding cart. You just need
I've just got a bag on my back.
You need to be lucky. Yeah.
And I bring me
I really
rucksack.
want a happy ending here.
I bring my rucksack, because I'm like, that'll be easier to run with.
Yeah, little Dora the Explorer.
Okay, Dora the Explorer is on the back. So, says to them in Manchester, I'm looking at the times, and I says to them, I'm going to meet them at the break, because I usually meet them after the show. I don't want to shortchange people who want to sail out.
She continues her Daniel O'Donnell experience at the break. Fuck.
So we decide.
You're relentless.
We decide. So the show finishing at 9:40, which would give us a 20-minute break. We're going to go for the 15-minute break. Right? So we're taking a 15-minute break. I'm meeting everyone at the break who wants to say hello to me. And I'm saying to them, I'm legging it to the airport, but everyone get your drink and do your wheeze. But like get your bum bums in as quick as you can. So I meet everyone, and then a queue starts to form, and I'm like, oh God, I think we need to start speeding this up. They come down to me and said, right, that's five minutes if you're doing the 15-minute break with 5 minutes. I was like, grand. So I literally just wrapped that up, went behind the curtain, they played the fucking song, I go out and do the show. I had my timer on, because the show has kind of gotten a bit long and I do need to cut bits out of it.
Yeah. Well, it's a good discipline.
Yeah.
We all do this. The shows run long. And you know what? They're not as good. Keep it tight.
Yeah, you need to tighten it up.
So
I didn't mind. So I put my timer on for 1 hour and 6 minutes. So I knew, right, come on. Did that. Literally said goodbye, out the door. Ran out. And so they had said to me, you won't be able to get a taxi at the stage door because there's barriers there. They won't be able to come down. So I panicked. I run out the main door. I literally pissed it. The lads in the venue were saying to me, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just legging it for a taxi. I go out the door. I see a man in a car. I say, taxi for Emma. And I said, oh, fuck, that's not him. So I see someone down at the stage door. I was like, right, fuck it, that must be him. I get in the taxi. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Airport, let's go. Deirdre.
So no.
The slowest man.
Oh no.
The slowest man.
You see, this is it. That's the difference between making and not making a flight.
I've got it up on my Google Maps. It says 70. He's doing 59. It's easy telling that the off licenses don't close at 10 there, because I was like, babe, you'd want to fucking put the foot down. I need your ma there.
Babe.
I was like... Yeah, so you see, like, the flight's at 11:10, so, and he's like, yeah, you'll make it. And I'm like,
not with this pace I want.
And do you know what I didn't like? I wanted 2 hands on the wheel, getting ready to swerve in and out.
Yeah, no, come on, it's a robbery. It's a robbery.
Dude,
you need to get, this is a getaway car. You need to cop on. You need to get on board with the urgency of this situation. We're after fucking robbing a bit of jewellery. Let's go.
Or like put on, smack my bitch up. Put that on.
Yeah.
2 hands on the wheel.
Yeah, feed me this scenario.
Yeah. Spark up if you need to. Crack a window. Yeah. Let's fucking go. Very slow.
No, nothing. He wasn't getting it. He didn't get the narrative at all.
So he starts telling me about how he was like, Terminal 3 is, and I said, I've got all the
flights on time.
I've got all the info here.
Terminal 3, flights on time.
I've got all the info here. And he goes, yeah. He said, oh, that's where all the Ryanair flights go. I'm like, yeah. Just on the pedal foot. And then he says to me, it used to be Terminal 1, but now they've renamed it Terminal 3, but it is. He's giving me all this. So when I go, he goes, it's just in that door. I was like, great, I run. And then I get this panic of all his talking. I was like, no, this is Terminal 3, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm legging it.
The doubt crept in, the self-doubt. I'm
legging it. And I take a sec to look on the screen, right? And I'm looking for... Dude,
when you're in a panic, you can't see those screens.
I'm looking for 11:10. I'm looking for 11:10. I can't see it. I'm like, oh, fuck. Do I turn back? So I think, oh, fuck. Just go through security. Come on. Keep it fuck together.
Yeah, keep it together, Emma.
He looks at me bottle. I say, that's empty. He goes, I like the way you told me it's empty.
By the way, it doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter.
You need to have a certain amount of mils. You can't have too many mils. Because he said large liquids.
All right.
No, Mana, go through security. Only me going through security. I'm running out. I see this owl out in the airport. I go, is this Terminal 3? And he goes, yeah. I say, okay. He goes, just keep going. Because I couldn't see anything that said Terminal 3 or whatever. I kept going. So basically what happened was when I was looking on the screen, obviously like 8 a.m, 9 a.m. So when I saw 11, it was 11 a.m. That's why I wasn't seeing my 11. Oh, God. My flight's 23. 10.
You're on the 24-hour clock, love. Oh.
I get there. I've gone through security. They haven't even announced my fucking gate.
Wow.
Back of the net.
We've did it.
Done it.
Girl.
Had time to go to the toilet.
I'm so
went
impressed.
into the shop, got the milk for the kids.
You're so impressed.
Not only
beyond,
that,
like
I'm gleaming. I'm fucking gleaming, right?
And you're going, I'm after saving a hotel price night here, and I'll be home on my own bed in a couple of hours.
I'll be home on my own bed in a couple of hours.
I'm very inspired. I'm going to do a bit more of this.
Not only that.
Yeah.
because I've been to Manchester Airport before. I knew, like, you know what I mean? I knew it was possible. Row to myself. A whole row to myself.
Tell me this, how
The
much...
5 seats.
I just want to ask you for my own benefit. The flight was at 11:10.
Yes.
And the show ended at?
The show ended at 9:50, but I cut the break by 5 minutes, so it was 9:45.
9:45, and you got to the airport by 15:15, did you?
Got to the airport. I was through security in the whole lot.
By 10:30.
Before 10:30. I'd say coming up to 20 past.
And the flight was at 11:10. Was that right?
Flight was at 10:11. Gate was 10:40.
Honours. I mean, seriously. Yeah, that was more exciting than any live show. It
made the show exciting for me, because I mean the show anyway has its own thing.
I told you about the time.
Fucking weird.
I told you about the time. I have spoken with this before, when I did a day's filming in London and I had an Olympia that night.
Yes.
And I got in a plane and it was very tight, and had to get a motorbike courier to pick me up at the airport and take me in on a motorbike. The show had gone up. I was the opposite. I was getting the opener to do longer than they normally do. I was getting the interval extended.
Yes.
And I literally arrived at the stage door, got off a motorbike and walked directly onto the stage, because like I just couldn't be another minute late.
Best show of your life.
Best show I ever gave. Wire to the fucking moon! Hurry up! Started at pace and didn't fucking stop. Something like it. Well done.
We need more of it, because we're so used to adrenaline, you see.
Can I just say,
you need new adrenaline.
There is something, I had a not nearly as exciting experience, quite boring one, but I had the blind. I can't see my flight. I can't see.
Yeah.
Do you know when you get into a panic and you look for your flight number on the board, if you're in a panic, you can't see it. You can't see it. You can't read the details. It keeps going away from you. The thing moves. It's gone on to the next row, and you're back looking. And I got to Nottingham. I was in Nottingham on Thursday night. First time ever to have a gig in Nottingham. Yes. Sold out show. I was blown away. One of my nicest shows ever.
Who are all these people?
Who are these people?
Yeah.
How am I able to sell tickets in Nottingham? Just so fucking grateful for it. Couldn't believe it. Great crowd. Loved it. Loved the show. Anyway, next day so I was having a bit of a palaver about how to get to the airport the next day, because I flew into East Midlands, which is very close, but the only flight out of East Midlands was not till the night. And I thought, well, I'm not spending the whole day. So I had to fly out of Birmingham. So I had to get to Birmingham Airport. So I'm doing my personal assistant ChatGPT tell me the fastest way now to get to Birmingham.
Yeah.
Train is not direct. You can get the train, but there is one change, and then you're going to have to get the free shuttle bus up to the airport. Now, I was losing the will to live. I was going a train with a change and then a shuttle bus.
Would you not do that on Google Maps? Or have you got Tramline on your, have you downloaded?
What do you mean do it on Google Maps?
So, type in where you are.
Yeah.
And where you want to get to. Google Maps will tell you the journey. And then if you do it on
if you're getting in a car.
No, you can do train, bus, walking.
Oh, yeah. Well, they show you, when you chat GPT this information, they show you all that. Yeah,
but
they make all those.
On Google Maps, because then you have the option to, if you do it by train, they'll say, do you want to buy a ticket now?
Well, that did all come up, and Tramline does come up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just looking at it going, 45 quid for the train, and this for that, and it's going to take the guts of 2 hours. If you might be lucky to do it in an hour and a half, it's going to be 2 hours. I go on to Uber. How much will it be on the Uber? Jesus. How much will it be on the Uber, Suzanne? It's an hour's drive. But if you're off peak and you're not in any rush hour, it's not an hour. It's closer to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Turned out I could get an Uber for 62 quid. The train was going to be 45 quid. Well, I could just feel my whole fucking body relaxing.
Oh, well, that was
suddenly
good,
I had
because
an
then you
extra
would have
hour
needed
in
the
the morning,
shuttle
but
and
I wasn't
everything.
schlepping. The schlepping is killing me. The pulling a little bag and
Yeah,
running
yeah,
like
yeah.
Dora the Explorer is okay if it's exciting like it was there, but it
Yeah.
isn't okay when you're going, here's a train, here's another connecting train, and now there's a free shuttle bus. Like, fuck off, I've lost the will.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was delighted with myself. Got in the
Maybe
Uber.
the next tour you
Direct to
need
the
a
door.
driver, do you?
Sorry, I meant to say, well, this is what they suggest. You know, the UK agencies, if you're doing a big tour, generally you have a tour manager and they drive you.
Yeah.
I was a bit resistant to that initially because I thought, well, I don't have enough dates and they're not big enough houses. I don't think I can afford to pay a tour manager. Well, I just didn't see the need for it at that time. But if I was doing a decent sized tour, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe next year I will.
Maybe next year.
Well, it'll certainly be more dates. I mean, I don't know how many UK dates I've done now, but it'll probably end up with about 15. I'd say I'll probably
Yes.
double that next year. Probably. Hopefully. We'll see.
And you might do bigger places as well.
Yeah. Some places I definitely will.
Yeah.
But anyway, as I said, what happened to me then was I did the opposite. So I got to the airport in loads of time. So I was now like, oh, okay, now you've got a full 2 hours. Through security with a full 2 hours. So I decided to do my social media posts trying to sell me tickets for Berlin. Can we I'm going to just have a good laugh now about Berlin. I have sold 42 tickets for Berlin. 2 last week and 2 the week before. The 42 tickets will not pay for the Facebook ads, right? I'm just laughing at this point because I've posted the shit out of it. I've done the ads. I've done the this.
Yes.
The venue, they're very enthusiastic. They're dying to have me.
Deirdre, from listening to everyone else.
What is happening? What is
Deirdre,
wrong?
I think listening to everyone else, that's good. No one's doing like
well,
crazy.
let me say it this way to you. I've sold double that in Oslo.
Yeah.
Oslo Oslo does not have the same numbers, the same diaspora as Berlin. So something is wrong. Something is wrong. And I'm just like intrigued by this now. It's like a mystery to me. I'm like, okay, I have to work this out. Is the venue in the middle of nowhere? Has nobody heard of it? Like, what? What's up? Is there something on? Is there a match? What is happening? You can't sell more tickets in Copenhagen and Oslo than you have in Berlin. There's no sense to that.
Have you asked Killian?
I wouldn't have even thought to ask Killian. Is he
German
the king of Berlin?
Well, he's the German correspondent.
He's the German correspondent. Okay, I'll ask Killian.
Yeah. See if he knows something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, ask it. I mean, that's what I'd do.
Yeah, okay. I didn't. You see, yeah,
But
it
you
wouldn't
have
have
a
even
gig,
occurred to
like,
me.
what is that?
Listen. I'm going to go and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy the gig because I'm fired up about it now.
Yeah,
I'm like, if I've got 50 people to play to, I don't care. 50. Speaking of which, did you see Sabrina the Teenage Witch is 50?
Yes, I did.
Did you see that post?
I did,
funny.
yeah.
That way that came into your head.
I couldn't believe she was 50, but then I was like, well, I'm going to be 42 this
Everybody's
year.
50 and the rest.
Are they? Is that the way it's going?
Yeah,
that's the way it's going now.
And you don't feel that because you've only just turned 40, but I'm telling you, everyone's 50.
Well, no, I suppose like Sabrina is going to be the same, around the same age or that age. Sorry, I'm not 50. Because sure, I watched her as a kid on the telly.
Keep going at this pace.
Well, you gotta go fuck yourself. Oh, we had a flash. It's over 8 years away. So what age will you be in 8 years?
I'll be over the 60 mark.
Yeah.
Emma just wanted me to say that out loud. I have to get used to it anyway.
It's just when you said you'll be 50 in a flash. I was like, fucking all right, chill out. Chill out.
Yeah, chill out, Bridie.
It's a bit much.
I just turned 40. Anyway, where was I?
People were asking for you actually in Manchester. One came up to me and she said, where's Deirdre? And I was like,
where's Deirdre? We don't travel in. But we do when we're doing the pod lives.
That's what I said to her, but she's mad for you. Her wife was like, oh, she's got a thing for Deirdre. And I was like, I don't know where she is.
Very good to me.
She was like, I don't know where she is this weekend. But she was literally came up to me like as if I was hiding in my pocket. I was like, oh, sorry, she's not here. No.
We better do a pod live in Manchester.
Better do a pod live in Manchester, yeah.
Mm-hmm. By the way, do you remember we discussed doing a pod live in Edinburgh? We have one.
Do we?
It's scheduled.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
When? I'd love to know.
I don't know the date, but it's in the stand.
Okay.
And it's scheduled. So we are
it's during the
doing
day,
a pod live
is
at the Edinburgh Fest, I presume.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you more when I have a chance to look at it. I can only
so there is one. I'm sure the listener, get in touch. Send me a message there if you know when my Keep It Tight gig is in Edinburgh.
Anyway, I just want to
I'm very excited about Edinburgh. I don't know why, but
a bit early to get excited about Edinburgh.
I know, just like, I think I just finally copped. I'm like, I'm doing Edinburgh.
Yeah, no, it's huge for you. You have never been before. I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, at least you went last year. You've seen it.
I have, but I haven't with this one that I've booked. Obviously, I haven't really engaged with it mentally, and it just kind of hit me there the other day. I was like,
it's a whole month.
No, it is a while away. Yeah. Go on, what were you going to say to us there now?
It is exciting, and I'm glad I'm going.
Yeah.
Because I was pretty sure I wasn't. And I think I would have just had a bit of FOMO. And also, it's too close to my new show. I would have been too nervous not to be up performing.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking like a hen on a...
Well, you hardly were going to be out on a lounger somewhere now, really, were you?
Yeah, they can't do the lounger for that long when you have a show coming. You'd be like,
Yeah, you'd be touchy.
Yeah, you wouldn't be... Everyone around me now
get up in the hotel bar and do a
high
few
price,
minutes.
Yeah. The family now, they'd have to put up with the fucking angst.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't work.
Not at all. Go on, you were going to say something to us there now.
Well, I was only going to say, going back to the airport, I had 2 hours to kill, so I thought, I'll do social media. I'll do me posts. I'll sell a few fucking shows. Make use of your time, Deirdre. Do your work now. Well, I got nice and carried away, editing pictures, finding music, having a good look at myself, delighted with myself, posting this. Next thing I said, it's the fucking time. And I look up, final call, go to gate now. So immediate panic, immediate fucking panic, adrenaline's up, sweating, you going to myself, you stupid bitch, pick up the bags. Now I'm fucking running like Dora the Explorer. Of course I picked up 2 bottles of vodka because there was an offer of the Ukrainian vodka that I love. 2 for 25 quid. Me and the woman in the shop, she's going, look at the price, but 2 for 25. I said, it would be a fucking rude to leave it behind you. Absolutely. So, of course, I'm running now with the 2 bottles of vodka. Christ. And I look up and I cannot see the gate. Not only can I not see the gate, I can't find... I run in the direction of what I think the gate is, but I can't find a screen. I can't find a fucking screen anywhere to tell me. Jesus. So eventually I'm going to this young fella. I said, where is the screen? I'm trying to find my flight. It says go to gate. But I can't see a screen. He said, there should be one just down there on the left. So he walks down quite slowly and he goes, that's
So did he work
gone.
in the airport?
Yeah. Okay. And he goes, that screen is gone. I said, right. And where's the nearest one? I think there must be one way back there. I'm like going, I'm just trying to find what gate to go to, and I'm going, it's final call. So he goes, I'll look for you. So he goes back and goes onto his computer and goes, it's such and such. So they'd shifted the fucking gate. I was going in the wrong direction and they changed the gate at the last minute. I was demented. I was sweating fucking buckets.
And had it updated on your boarding pass?
I ran down towards one gate and it was all closed, and it was like you had to press a button to get through. And then I met another woman and she said, no, you're in the wrong area. It's down. It's the other way. It was a bit of that. I was grand. I had loads of fucking time.
And
back up to the gate. And
did they not have your gate on your boarding pass?
No.
Didn't
checked
update?
The screen.
Oh, yeah.
Check the screen for your gate. Never came up. Oh, Jesus. Will we ever be done? The airport drama. Sometimes it's just so smooth and you're laughing.
I know.
Most of the time, in fairness. But there's just the odd, if you relax at all.
Well, true, because it's like when I met Joanne that time. I was there chatting to her and then the panic of, fuck.
And you leave the bag behind.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I know. I mean, I did my one to myself. I knew exactly what I was doing.
Anyway, I only had one show this weekend. So guess what I did, Emma? I got to be entertained. I went to see 2 shows.
Oh, what 2 shows did you see?
I went to see The House Must Win, starring our beloved Tommy Tiernan.
Oh, yeah.
The musical, the Mick Flannery musical. Fucking brilliant.
And I saw, actually, I didn't click into it, but I saw something. And the question is, can Tommy sing?
I just thought that was such an annoying headline.
Yeah.
No. He's not singing in the show. He speaks.
Okay.
He speaks the verse and he's brilliant.
Yeah.
He really is. He's a cracking actor, Tommy, and he's very strong on this show.
So
and
what
he's
night
perfect
did you see
casting.
that?
I saw that. If Nottingham was Thursday, I must have seen it Friday night.
Okay.
But I mean, this show, like, honest to God, I'm a fan of Mick Flannery's music anyway.
Yes.
But I came to Mick Flannery's music very late because there'd be some diehards now who've been following him for 20 years.
Yeah.
I only discovered him during COVID because himself and Susan O'Neill wrote an album together called In the Game. Do you remember this? There was a huge hit song off it called Are We Free? If I played it for you now, you'd know it.
What year is this we're talking?
Well, in the middle of COVID. So what's that?
COVID. Oh, God, who knows what I was doing.
Anyway, whatever. The only reason I encountered it was they recorded the album with the concert or with RTE, with the concert orchestra.
Okay.
For some reason, RTE were promoting the shit out of this, and it just kept coming on the telly. And I was like, what is that sound? Like, this is so good. I was completely fucking blown away. So I was determined to sit down and watch it. I put it on the big screen and I sat back and watched. I'm actually mortified to say that I didn't know Mick Flannery and Susan O'Neill. I knew of them. They were out there in the ether, but I hadn't engaged fully. And this was one of the most exciting things I'd ever seen. I just thought, this is insanely good. Like, I just couldn't believe it. He is our Tom Waits. Like, he's that.
So this is all new to me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going, what is she talking about?
Yeah. Isn't it
Never
gas?
heard any of this before.
Yeah. Well, you may go and search it up.
So you went to see that on Saturday.
Yeah.
was
Am I
amazing.
boring you? Is that what you're
No,
saying
but
to
I'm
me?
just
You're
like-
saying, yeah, but Deirdre, you're talking about something I don't know.
No,
So
I'm trying to get on
therefore-
board, but you're just like, I was embarrassed. I came to it very late and whatever, and I was sitting here going,
Well, I haven't gone to it yet.
I
Is what
haven't
you're
gone to
thinking.
it.
Yeah, you're going, I haven't gone to it
I
yet.
don't have
Yeah.
a clue what she's
Yeah,
talking
fair
about.
enough. Fair enough. Anyway, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat.
And who did you go to
but
see
the
that
musical
with?
is stunning. Anyway, I went with Steve. What
Ooh,
interested
date night.
Date night, yeah. What interested me the most though as well was I just sat back and I thought there is so much talent on that stage. It blows my mind sometimes when I see something. That's a show that you think, okay, that's worthy of a Broadway run. That I hope it has legs. That should end up in the West End Broadway. It should go all the way. It's absolutely insanely good. And every person who was in it was just...
You really are an insufferable lovey, aren't you? Just the talent in this
Do you
country.
know what?
and
I
everyone
love
on stage.
artists. I love artists. Do you know what it is? It isn't I love art. I love talent. I love talent. It excites me. It does. It excites me.
And was there anyone who was in it that you told them that they were going to be the next big thing?
I know, I'm not that fucking naff. And anyway, the people who are going to be the next big thing know they're going to be the next big thing.
Do they?
Yeah, I think
Do you
people
think
who've
so?
got real talent know they have, yeah. You're going to be the next big thing, kid. Showbiz, toots.
You're just going through the bar.
The leads, there is an actor in it called Niall McNamee, cracking actor, who coincidentally Steve had directed in The Hardacres. Remember I was
yes.
giving a shout out to The Hardacres a couple of weeks ago. So he's in it. He's a musician as well as a singer.
Okay.
Yeah, too much talent. The young fella who was in Sing Street, the lead in Sing Street, he played his brother. Brilliant. There was a young one called Tabitha. I don't know her second name, from the north. Incredible voice. Superb. There's an actor called Damien Carney, who I would say is one of our best character actors. I've seen him in a few things now and just like, wow, okay, just gifted. And that's the end of that. If you want to go and see it, it's about gambling and love, and the music is
When are you going
fabulous.
to be on stage doing a play or something?
Don't know, I really would like to do something.
Okay.
Yeah, when I see things like that, I kind of go, yeah, Deirdre. But look, I'm too busy, love. I've got a tour scheduled. This one ends in May. The new one goes up in September.
Yeah.
Hello? Where's the gap?
Hello.
There's no gap.
So was your tour, was it 18 months or was it 2 years?
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years with the summer light in the middle.
Yes.
So, you know,
Summer light.
it probably boils down to 18 months, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The next one will definitely be the full 2 years. I'd say it'll be longer and all that jazz.
And tell us about...
The other show I went to see,
Was I going to
Saw
say?
Aoife Dunn last night doing Good Grief in the Olympia.
Oh, yeah.
Very good show.
Who did you go and see that with now?
Stephen Bradley.
Oh, okay.
I'm after giving him the full name there. That's unusual.
Oh.
I may take that back. We'll have to bleep that out.
Beep. Get out of the bag. Because nobody would know. Nobody would be able to do a quick Google search of that.
Yeah, people don't bother searching, you know.
True.
So
So how come you ended up going to see that?
I wanted to see it.
Okay.
I'd seen her talking about it. I'd seen her on the Tommy Tiernan show. I'd seen the posts about it. I liked the idea of it. I love the title, Good Grief. I thought that's clever. I knew it was about the fact that she lost her mother when she was very young.
Yeah.
And I just thought, this is comedy and it's about grief. I need to see that. That's very interesting to me. And it's really well conceived. And I cried my eyes out.
Did you?
Yeah, no, I laughed plenty, but I had a good old weep in a couple of spots. Very, very moving. I think when anybody is talking about losing somebody, I think when somebody loses a parent very young, that's the worst, isn't it? We all acknowledge that's the worst. Mm-hmm. Even when if you're going to a funeral and there's a child involved who's lost a parent, it's just... Mm-hmm. We all know that that's a long haul. There's a void there now that is not going to be filled, or you're going to have to work very hard to fill it. And that's what the journey is. It's the years of... Because we all grieve so differently. And sometimes it's easier than other times. And some people just go through the horrors. And grief can mask itself in so many different ways. Anyway, look, she's funny. She's a really... engaging performer. Like it's lovely. She's lovely to look at on the stage because she's a good looking woman, but she also just moves really well. It's kind of theatre. It's theatre and storytelling meets stand up comedy. It's a mesh of all those things.
Yeah,
great, really great, and a full Olympia. So fair play to her.
And who was her support? Did she have support?
She did. She had two.
Okay, because tricky if you're doing that kind of a thing. Like if you're saying it's kind of stand-up meets play, to slot in support that'll kind of complement or suit that or whatever.
Yeah, now I have to admit I was late. I was late in, so I only got in just shortly before the interval. So I'm not now. I feel terribly guilty that I can't give a shout out to our supports. Oh, anyway,
we'll look into it. So you had a very cultured weekend then?
Yeah, so lovely to sit back and be entertained. Oh my God, it was just a delight.
I suppose you might as well now when you have the time.
Yeah. Well, also, I knew I was going to good things. You know, I don't like too many risks. I like to know.
Yeah, which is fair.
I was going to the Tommy, the Mick Flannery thing. I was going regardless. There was no way I was not going to see that.
Yeah.
And then I was very intrigued by Aoife's premise and what she was doing. So yeah, I wanted to see that. So it was lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. It was lovely. What did I do about nothing else?
So you went out with your fella 2 nights in a row? Jesus
no, there was
Christ.
a gap in the middle. Friday and Sunday.
Oh, Friday and Sunday.
What did I do? Am I telling you a lie?
I don't know.
What did I do on Saturday then? Jesus.
Don't know.
I can't... do you see how my brain works now? Do you see that? There's a complete lapse there.
What day were you away? Thursday?
Yeah.
Friday, Sunday. Don't know what you did.
Any other excitements?
Any other excitements? Let me think now. No, everyone asking for you. Cavan was lovely. Did anything happen in Cavan? No, it was just a whole load of women who were getting ready for communions.
Oh, dear God.
And I found out, which I didn't know, but we all kind of discovered at the same time, everyone is getting the same stuff for when they have the family in the house. So everyone was doing a family thing for the communion. But
everybody's entertaining at home.
Everyone's entertaining
which
at home.
Which involves repainting, re-wallpapering, recarpeting,
We
getting
didn't get into that. We just got into the food part of it. One of the women was making her own food.
Okay, God bless her. That's a stress.
But she had twins, so she could be a bit of a martyr, I don't know. Anyway, and I said that to her. I said, would you not get a caterer?
What was she making?
Well, I said, would you not get a caterer? She goes, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust them.
Wouldn't trust a caterer? You'd trust yourself? Oh, God.
She is vegan, and everyone was the same. Can you guess? What they're making at the communion that everyone basically is having at the communion?
I so want to get this right, but I won't.
Tell us what's on the table. We'll start small.
Pasta salad?
No, it didn't come up. Well, salady bits, so I'll give it to you.
Salady bits.
Yeah.
The hell are they all making? I'm trying to think what's easy.
Think of a group of people in your house.
Chili con carne?
No, it didn't come up. I tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
What basically everyone is making is lasagna, chicken curry.
Oh, God.
What?
Lasagna.
Yeah. What's...
No, I just, you know me, you and me on the lasagnas, the supermarket.
No.
The shop bought lasagnas.
No, not that one. They're making their own lasagna. They're not doing that one.
You've just reminded me of a funny bit. I don't think Aoife Dunn will mind me giving away a bit from her show, but she talks about at funerals the Marys who turn up with lasagnas.
Oh, yeah.
And the Marys who turn up. And you know what? These people are saints. And I thought to myself when I was listening to it, you know, the Marys who they just arrive, a little army of women with sandwiches, lasagna, tea is on, big Bourke pots of tea.
Yeah, and they just get it done.
Yeah, and these are the women, Emma, who what?
Take the baby
for you. They take the baby for you. The Marys who make lasagnas would take the baby for you. I think the community and the world would fall apart without the armies of Marys who make lasagnas. And
I need a Mary in my life, I think.
You need a cleaner, love.
Yeah, I know.
You fucking need a cleaner. I can't live with this much longer.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking at you yawning there and I'm thinking, she's not even going home to a clean kitchen because she hasn't got a cleaner.
Lasagna, chicken curry.
Chicken curry, yeah, okay.
Lasagna, chicken curry. Your cold cuts, your salady bits.
How are the vegetarians getting on with
They
this?
just do something for the veggie. But like that, you're just
the salady bits.
Yeah, you're kind of phoning that in, or you might get.
So lasagna is not going off. It's not going. It's not going down in popularity. I'm surprised.
Lasagna ain't going anywhere. If you're having a communion, you're getting lasagna. That's just the way it is.
I mean, in fairness, a delicious lasagna is delicious.
Yeah, but if you've got 20 people in your house, do you know what I mean?
It's easy to make,
and you're trying to cater for all tastes.
Yeah,
lasagna.
The chili, though, is easy to make, isn't it? Have you ever made a chili?
Well, yeah, people were saying, if you are feeling a particular way, you might go out on a limb and do a beef, what's it called?
Stroganoff.
You might do that. But there's that's the...
Beef stroganoff now is for very cold days. It's a Russian meal.
Yeah, and that's the holy trinity of a Holy Communion. Confirmation.
Stroganoff, lasagna,
chicken curry.
Christ, it's very meat heavy.
Yeah. But
no pesto pasta there.
No, nobody's doing pesto.
Nobody's doing a pasta. Well, the lasagna is a pasta, yeah.
Yeah. And your cold meats then, your slabs of ham.
Your cold meats, oh gosh. It's just...
And everyone's slopping that on the same plate.
Christ.
This is how we eat in this country. People are getting a plate with lasagna, chicken curry, beef stroganoff, cold cuts, coleslaw. I said that was lovely, Bridie.
It doesn't fill me with
bit of garlic bread on the side. Oh, we're fucking mental, aren't we?
Do you like some carbs with your carbs?
Yeah. Should I talk about Shane and the lasagna?
Not a lot of style. Can we? I'm going to have to talk about the tracksuits again. Emma, when are they going to go? When are they?
They're not going anywhere, Deirdre.
When are they going? I can't gangs of teenagers in nylon tracksuits.
You want teenagers to stop wearing tracksuits? Would you get a fucking grip?
Look at them anymore. I'd like adults to stop wearing them.
What you want?
The teenagers, I can accept.
What do you think your son is going to be out there wearing? Slacks?
Well, he did finally buy a pair of jeans, but I can't. It's the adults in tracksuits, love. Well, it just needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Yeah, but just some people are out there putting in a fucking shift.
Ah, yeah, that's grand. The hard workers are grand.
But if they're looking after small kids, you want them getting their chinos on before they go to get the weekly shop.
You go to Milan or Paris, or you go to any city in Spain or Portugal, there's no fucking sign of a tracksuit. They just understand clothes and a bit of style. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's not following fashion.
Yeah,
it's just
but they're not having to rock up to a communion and eat lasagna, chicken curry, beef stroganoff, coleslaw, cold cuts, lettuce, and then have the pavlova after. It's a different culture.
Yeah.
They
have a climate, you see.
The culture isn't going to change.
It all comes back.
You need to accept that you are Irish.
Yeah.
I know you're French, but you're Irish.
Yeah, I'm Irish. Yeah.
And just get on board with it.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And the only reason that I'm able to sit here and talk about artists and art and their creativity and how much I love it is because we don't have a climate, and that's what it comes back to.
Yeah.
And because we don't have a beach culture, and we don't have a food culture, and we don't have a style culture. We have to be funny, we have to be entertaining, and we have to create music and stories and write, and that's what we do well.
That's what we do well.
We do well. And if that's served with lasagna and cold cuts and chicken curry and fucking garlic bread, well, so be it.
And you're not gonna go to bed and fall asleep. You're going to wake up at 4 a.m. with a cramp in your stomach from that concoction on one plate. Might be your area to get creative. Might be where all your ideas come from.
Do you know what's interesting, Emma? I read a piece in The Guardian, very cultured this week, about...
Oh, God, she's making me fucking sick now. The loveliness is fucking...
She's going to stick her fingers down her throat now, bring up that fucking lasagna.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to smack you across the face in a fucking tracksuit. I'll get the zip part of it right in your face. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Anyway, do you want to know what it was about?
Yeah, go on, Hyacinth.
It was about artists... who aren't able to engage with the social media, who aren't going viral, and who aren't good at that, and how they're kind of suffering.
Yeah.
That's all. Stuart Lee was one of the voices, because he'd be old school.
Yeah.
Stuart would be an old school comic. He wouldn't be engaging with, do you know what I mean? He wouldn't be able to put himself out there, talk directly to the camera. I think it's definitely that's a generational thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of it would be like, get over yourself.
Yeah, it's not going away.
It's not going away.
No.
It's not my natural disposition.
It is.
No, you
it is your natural disposition.
It's not.
Okay, well, I think what your natural disposition is to creating visually and creating sketches absolutely comes naturally to you.
I think creating does, but not visual sketches. I had to learn.
Emma.
I had to learn.
Yes, you had to learn how to do it, but the ideas just come and you're just able and you enjoy it. And
I enjoy it, but I did not. I had no interest in social media at all.
I know, but when we were in college, when you got it, you kind of got hooked on it. And
no, but I had to. I didn't have any interest in it. It was because of comedy I did it, and I was like, "Wait, this is going to help me."
Yeah.
When I was in college, we had some, because I did business and arts management, so we had to do a thing where how would you market a band, or it was something like this, right?
Yeah.
So we all had to set up Bebo pages. And I was so like, Bebo page, I couldn't give a shit. I let my friend, Ashton O'Toole, manage mine for me. I was like, will you look after that for me? I was like, when I was younger, everyone was out in their 20s with their digital cameras taking photos of the night out. I'd go somewhere and I might take 2 pictures and I'd be like, right, that's enough for me. I didn't have that thing at all.
Interesting. So you think that because you had to force yourself
I had to force myself because I think the time I came up in comedy, basically, I remember I did a pilot, and the pilot was that I was going to go off. I mean, I pitched it and I thought, right, this is the perfect idea to get this going. I go back and make my Debs. So I never did my Debs.
Okay, so
whatever.
I thought this is a nice idea.
Let's go back and do the Debs, and we can do a funny doc looking at Debs culture or whatever. Did the pilot never happened. And then that was kind of the end of new people getting on the telly. Like people just doing one-off pilots. I was like, right, if I'm going to get on telly or get anything made in Ireland, I'm going to have to be Aisling B. I was like, right, there's no panel show, there's no nothing, there's nowhere to get in on the telly.
Yeah.
I'll have to just do my own stuff.
Well, I admire you. Fair play to you.
So Stuart Lee, get your fucking camera out and stop complaining.
Yeah.
Either get on board or don't, but don't sit in the middle going...
Well, his point was, I like to be mysterious. I don't want people to know me personally.
I get that.
I want to...
But there's different ways you can do social media, I feel.
Well, I think his point was he has this character who's very curmudgeonly and,
his character of Stuart Lee.
Yes.
Yes.
And so if he blurs the line then, say by going on a line, and how can he maintain that as a real person? It's almost like it will...
Oh, it's definitely tricky.
People won't know. And I
heard him being interviewed.
Yeah.
And talking about his character of Stuart Lee and him himself as Stuart Lee, and keeping them separate and a different thing. So I do understand it, but there is ways to do it if you want to do it.
Yeah.
There is ways to do it. And I think if you look at all of social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, there's people out there doing it in different ways.
Yeah.
You know?
And I suppose you just have to do it as much or as little as suits you.
Exactly. And then look at someone like Harry Hill.
But people panic because what they're saying is it's a personality contest, and people are fucking panicking. They're going, Jesus, this one's online, breaking through and being hilarious at all hours of the fucking day and night. And then they're going, I'm not. And they're in a fucking panic.
Yes.
But like that feeling of,
look at someone like Harry Hill, who he himself would have said was kind of this is his own words, old school or kind of snobby when it came to like social media and whatever.
Yes.
And he very much came through on mainstream telly. And now he has his podcast is very much a visual podcast. It's essentially a TV chat show, but it's called a podcast.
Yeah.
And you have the whole of the video. Right, so there's somebody who definitely has like a kind of a character thing, a very particular type of comedy. And I can see him doing bits of social media now, and I can see the way he's done his podcast is very true to him. Yeah. He's not on asking people about their lives.
I kind of agree with you. It's like, look, you just have to find a way, because this thing isn't going away. No. And you need to find a way to engage with it. But you don't have to compete at the level that... I think that's the problem. I think some people feel, oh my God, I'm so far behind. It's like, where...
Well, you don't need to start coming on and telling people that, you know, what you ate, or you're feeling a bit low today, or...
The only thing I'd say about the Stuart Lee thing is, I remember the first time I saw Stuart Lee on stage in Edinburgh, I was utterly mystified. I remember thinking, I don't know if I love or hate this guy.
Oh,
It was absolutely...
I can imagine.
Really hard to get a handle on. It's like flashes of brilliance, flashes of contempt for the audience. You're quite uncomfortable. You're going, I do not know if this is good, bad or indifferent. I think it's good. I'm leaning towards really good.
Yeah.
But I'm indifferent. And then I saw him a second time, and again, I was utterly fucking bewildered. And that's him.
Yes.
He doesn't want you to be able to fully comprehend what he's doing.
Yes. And I can understand that he doesn't want to break character. I totally respect that.
Yes.
Like, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for everyone, and everyone can't do it in the same way.
No, the mystery. For him, I think the mystique has to remain in order to pull that off.
I might actually, on Thanks to Melf, I might actually talk about doing something with somebody recently, a comedian, who, this kind of came up for them, and I was filming a thing with them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that
on Thanks to Melf.
Well, I think it's almost time to switch into Thanks to Melf.
Yes.
So will we go over?
We'll go over. I didn't get a chance last week, but I do want to say thanks so much to everyone coming to the shows, because I'm sure, like yourself, I'm meeting so many people that listen to the podcast.
Incredible.
And people are coming out.
Incredible.
Making the effort.
Oh, yeah.
And people coming out when the protests were going on and everything. Like,
oh, yeah. I know. And
fair fucks.
Yeah.
So thanks so much. So tour continues, EmmaDoranComedy.com, all over Ireland and the UK and Edinburgh for the first time.
I'm not going to leave here without mentioning Berlin, the date.
No,
because this has become my... Do you remember
Isn't
who
it
was
funny
trying
how
to sell?
you take a gig to focus on, and you're like... I remember I had Strabane, although I couldn't do it this year because there was a leak in the venue or something, but Strabane was one of mine last time. I was like, I'm getting them fuckers in the door.
Berlin, April 25th, Oslo, May 7th, Amsterdam, May 8th, and Copenhagen, 15th, and Birmingham, May 28th.
And you know what? The thing is,
May 29th.
There will be more people at Berlin, but isn't it always the way that sometimes those gigs are the best gigs ever?
Well, fingers crossed. No, I want to enjoy it. I want to.
I've no doubt you will.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, keep it tight, everybody. Enjoy the nice blue sky. Spring is here.
Spring,
isn't it? Spring is sprung.
Yeah, spring is sprung.
Spring is sprung.
Right, see you in a few. Bye.
Adios.